Imagine sitting down to do something important. Maybe it's studying for an exam. Maybe it's reading a book. Maybe it's working on a goal you've been putting off for months. You tell yourself you'll focus this time. No distractions, no excuses, just pure concentration. 5 minutes later, your hand is reaching for your phone. You check one notification, then another, then another. Before you realize it, 20 minutes have disappeared. The task is still sitting there untouched. Sound familiar? If it does, you're not alone. Millions of people are experiencing the same struggle every day, and many of them believe they simply lack discipline. They think they're lazy. They think something is wrong with them. But what if the problem isn't that you're weak? What if you're living in a world specifically designed to make focus difficult? Think about how often your attention is interrupted. Notifications, messages, emails, videos, advertisements, headlines, recommendations, alerts, pop-ups. Every company is competing for the same thing: your attention. Attention has become one of the most valuable resources on Earth. Entire industries spend billions of dollars trying to capture it, keep it, and profit from it. The moment you wake up, the battle begins. Your phone lights up. Social media apps compete for your attention. News platforms want clicks. Streaming services want views. Every notification is a tiny request asking for a few seconds of your life. Together, these interruptions create a world where deep focus is rare. The human brain was not designed for constant stimulation. For most of human history, people lived in environments that were relatively quiet. There were no endless feeds, no notifications, no algorithmically optimized content arriving every second. Your ancestors didn't wake up to hundreds of pieces of information. Their brains evolved in a completely different environment. Yet today, that same brain is expected to process more information in a single day than previous generations encountered in weeks. The result is predictable. Many people feel mentally exhausted despite accomplishing very little. One of the biggest reasons focus is disappearing is attention switching. Most people believe they are multitasking. They think they're studying while checking messages, working while browsing social media. But the brain doesn't truly multitask well. Instead, it rapidly switches between tasks. Every switch comes with a cost. Your brain needs time to reorient itself. Those tiny costs add up throughout the day. You may spend hours feeling busy while accomplishing far less than you could have. There's another force working against you: instant gratification. Modern technology has made pleasure available within seconds. Feeling bored? Open an app. Feeling lonely? Check social media. Feeling curious? Search for an answer. The problem begins when your brain becomes accustomed to receiving rewards instantly. Reading a book requires patience. Learning a skill requires effort. Building a business requires consistency. Improving your fitness requires time. Compared to instant rewards on a screen, these activities can feel slow. Your brain naturally starts choosing the easier option. This is where dopamine enters the story. It helps drive motivation and anticipation. Every notification can trigger small dopamine responses. The unpredictability makes it stronger. You never know when you'll find something exciting. This uncertainty keeps people scrolling. One more video, one more refresh. The cycle continues. Over time, your brain begins expecting frequent stimulation. When that stimulation disappears, ordinary tasks feel difficult. Have you ever tried reading and found yourself checking your phone? Focus is often compared to a muscle. If you never challenge a muscle, it becomes weaker. The same principle applies to attention. When your day is filled with constant interruptions, your ability to maintain concentration can gradually decline. Long periods of deep thinking become uncomfortable. Silence feels strange. Boredom becomes unbearable. The good news is that attention can be strengthened. Small changes can produce meaningful results over time. One of the simplest strategies is reducing unnecessary interruptions. Turning off non-essential notifications can immediately decrease switching. Another strategy is embracing boredom. Waiting in line without checking your phone. Sitting quietly for a few minutes. Deep focus also requires intentional practice. Start with small periods of uninterrupted work, maybe 20 minutes. Imagine two versions of yourself 1 year from now. The first continues living in a constant state of distraction. The second protects their attention carefully. They spend more time learning, creating, and growing. The difference lies in how those hours are spent. Your attention shapes your reality. Whatever receives your attention receives your life. The question is whether you will allow every distraction to decide where your attention goes, or whether you will decide for yourself. Because focus is more than a productivity skill. It is the ability to choose what matters. It's the ability to invest your time into things that improve your life.